Hello YouTubers, Dave Dupson here with Affordable Door and Gate. I hope there's a garage door guy out there, possibly starting out, maybe thinking about starting a new business. This can correspond to a lot of things. I came up to this job, I actually did it for another general contractor, and it sounded, you know what they say, if it sounds too good, it probably ain't true. You know, it sounds too good, it's probably not true. And anyways, this guy kind of came off as like he sounded like he knew what he was doing. The phone conversation went really good, and it turns out it went bad, real bad. Now I'm always typically in a hustle and bustle, and so I came up here, I coordinated things, I did a bunch of things to try to make sure this job went really smooth for the general contractor, and it burned me. He told me, he says, hey, I'm gonna have a check for you as soon as you drop off the material. I came up on here like a Friday, I think it was, and it turns out that I unloaded the truck, and Wayne Dalton was awesome, by the way. They got the truck up here for me, and so them doing that, I was up here early, and I noticed it was like 7:30 in the morning. There's nobody up here working. I kind of, what is going on? You know, it actually kind of looked more like what's behind me here with the scissor lift and whatnot. And I told myself, I said, man, this doesn't make sense. Normally general contractors, like, as soon as the sun's up, they're out working, they're hustling. And things kind of smelled a little funny, so I kind of went, well, whatever. I didn't get a check from them at that point. I thought I'll get it from them a little bit later next week when I'm up there working and whatever. Get the guys all lined up, send the guys up. Guys call me, my guys, and they up telling me saying, they like put a hold on the job. They're like, something's going on. So of course I have to call, I have to do all this kind of stuff. Long story short, had to get an attorney involved, which I'm very glad I did. If you smell something going wrong, I've learned right from the get-go, get an attorney involved, just to cover yourself, because you don't know which way things are going to go. Luckily, because what I didn't want to happen is I didn't want the general to get paid for my portion, and then I'm having to go after the general, and he's like, no, you have to go after this place. So I didn't want that to happen. So I got the attorney involved. They sent put a lien on the property, and that kind of wakes people up, because they go, whoa, hey, if you put a lien on my property, and after so long, if things aren't hashed out or figured out, you're going to foreclose on my property, and you're going to take my property. So anyways, finally they contacted me, and now I'm with another GC, and right now they're in a meeting, and I was just in the meeting. Most of it doesn't pertain to me, so I'm kind of going through some of the material that's here, and my poor stuff. I mean, it's been sitting out in the rain. They kind of thought they did a favor by putting the sections in it, but the sections would have been better off outside than this stuff outside, because like down here, I got the shafts, the solid shafts, they're all rusted up. You know, this thing's been sitting for a couple months. We got the springs over here that are been sitting out in the weather. The paper's all shredded. I mean, the springs actually look like they're in pretty decent shape. So I think with some oil. But just to go to show you, sometimes it's tough because I'm not being paid for this. You know, this is all stuff that was not factored in here. I figured we were going to come up here, slam this job, get it done, and people will think, oh, you know, business owner, this and that, you're rich, you're rich. That's not always the case. There's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes. I've came up here on the weekends. I've been checking this job. I had to get the attorney. That costs money. I mean, there's tons. Now, you know, now they're telling me that this door right here behind me, they might want to put high lift on it, which honestly, there's really not that much room to put high lift on it. So I don't think it's worth it, because you got to change the track out, you got to change the springs out, you got to do a bunch of stuff. So with that being said, I just, you know, and that costs more money. And honestly, I haven't been paid $1 yet for this job. I got almost $10,000 invested in my own money that I haven't been paid for. That's just my material, my attorney, my I haven't even factored in my guys coming up for the wear and tear, the gas, a lot of variables. And so I'm hoping once the meeting's done, maybe we can see if we can get a check or something. I mean, because, you know, money talks. You know, let me know that you're serious. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm not trying to run a professional business. You think I want to be up here on a nice, beautiful sunny day just hanging out? No, I'd rather be taking one of their golf carts or something and tooling around and going fishing. So with that being said, just use your best judgment. Make sure I find out you're a garage door company and you don't get half down, I'm going to come personally and I'm going to beat your hiney. So make sure you get half down. Cover yourself. You have to. Make sure you're going to get paid. You know, you got to get something written. You're always rolling the dice. You know, sometimes that's the name the name of the game you're playing when you do this kind of business. Is that when you do commercial, yay, you know, you think it's great, you get to use scissor lift, you get to do stuff, but sometimes residential is nice too because it's just one and done. Typically the customer gives you the check right when you're done. Have a nice day. You know, it was a pleasure doing business with you. But up here, it's a different world, and like I said, I went against my normal protocol, and this one got me. Guess what? It's not going to happen again. So when you got skin in the game, man, you learn. So, but I hope this helps you out, and I hope you guys are having a great day. It's a beautiful day up here, and we'll see you later. Take care. Peace.